Hi, Belinda. All right, I'm going to do your 15-minute spiritual healing now. So, you tell me that you're always feeling tired. You're not sure why. You feel like you haven't reached the success you've been looking for and have people trying to bring you down. You try and stay positive and you're not sure what you're doing wrong. So, that's a really honest request. And a lot of us, I think, can say we fall into that category. Just wanting something more out of life and feeling kind of bogged down, people not really promoting you, and just feeling tired for no real reason. I'm going to relax here and connect with you, and then we'll see what Spirit has to share, okay? So I'm connecting with you right now. I see a woman and she has a bright star at the top of her head. It's kind of like the Christmas tree and put the star on top. It's not actually touching your head. It's literally a star that is sitting right here. You look really thin. You're sort of, here's you. You should be, a normal size, but you're sort of mushed into this sort of rectangular shape, and then a star right here. And over here on the sides is just darkness. I mean, it's sort of like you have a map. Here's the map. We can read everything on the map. Well, we don't need to read it right now, so we'll just roll it up real tight, and then we got it closed. So you're kind of like the rolled up map, and then there's a star up here. I mean, I just feel the tightness around me. I'm allowed to help you break it's like a glass case encasement or something, and so that way you can stretch your arms out, feel your body expanded, not all trying to fit inside a tiny little thing. You're actually expanded and able to feel free to move around and stretch and relax and just be yourself. You're really happy that I'm doing this for you. You're even showing me how warm your heart is. It's getting warmer and warmer in your heart, and you're saying thank you to me from your heart. Your soul is. That's really awesome. Because of this gratitude, I'm able to do so much more for you. I can't define what it is I'm doing, but I'm doing work to help you grow even more and try and thin out the darkness. It's like we're in a movie theater. There's no, you're the movie that's right here and everything else is just dark everywhere. So I'm trying to fill the screen of you and then try and make sense of the star up here and then just expand you out, and then the darkness is not everywhere. It's just thinned out because you are everywhere. There's a challenge with this. I'm going to close my eyes for a moment and focus. You show me that sometimes you feel you're basically a bobber in the middle of an ocean, and it's night. There's no stars. It's dark everywhere. So the water is black as well as the sky. And you just feel like you're sort of bobbing out there. I'm sharing energy with you and allowing patience to transform the scene as well. So we can alter what your truth of experience is. You show me when we drain the water down like you're in an insanely massive bathtub and we just pull the plug and all the water's going down. You show me that you're sort of standing on top of lots of people. And so, I mean, it's like the human ladder, and it's kind of wobbly and it may collapse and you're going to fall down to who knows where the bottom of this abyss is. And I mean, it just feels like everything's going to topple over. The water was at least sustaining you, so it didn't feel like the vulnerability of everything just collapsing. Now that the water has gone down, now you're exposed along with the human ladder, and everybody's like, whoa, 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 and you really feel like this is just going to fall apart, and you're going to fall to, who knows, once the water goes down, where's the land? Like, where is the bottom of this? And you're going to fall, and it could hurt, right? It's the way it feels, but I tell you, there's no pain or suffering that is going to come from this. You want this structure to break down. This needs to happen. You're safe. I am inspiring the structure to break down, but you show me that everybody has been super glued together to prevent the structure from falling down. You've taken extra precautions to make sure the structure remains in place. It's like the structure is meant to, if it's meant to collapse, if it's supposed to collapse, you need to let go of your precautions. You need to let go of the safety measures. Those two are part of the structure that needs to collapse. The safety measures, it's not helping. It seems like it is because it creates the safety blanket of consistency. And when safety blanket goes away and now it's like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling cold. I'm feeling different things. I don't know how to balance myself. I feel vulnerable. That's when you're breaking down the structure and building a whole new structure. And that is what they're saying that is necessary for you. And you're ready for it. I'm telling you, that warm heart I experienced from the get-go tells me that you yourself have a very warm heart, and you do have quite a capacity to feel gratitude for everything in your life, despite what it may look like or feel like. That's huge. That's a really huge deal. And that actually helps to manifest really positive changes for you. We're talking about this, right? I'm recommending the breakdown of the structure, telling you why, and you're still feeling vulnerable, not sure about this. You say, I'm not going to force it to break apart. You have to choose it for yourself. All I can do is tell you what Spirit shares and then let you decide. I show you a different scene and I say, would it make you feel better if you weren't at the top of a human ladder and then we're just in a giant hole? Like we can't even see the ground. Would it feel better if you were just standing on ground and we're just standing on ground together looking at each other and there is no such thing as a human ladder or a giant ravine or an abyss or whatever? Would it help if I changed the scene? It's interesting because when I change the scene, it's like a desolate land. It's hard. As hard as a rock. This dirt has been patted down by wind for thousands of years and nobody's been out here. I mean, it's like desolate, hard as a rock land. There's nothing here. But we're standing here on solid ground, and that creates another feeling of safety or insecurity. But it doesn't alter the truth that something's got to give in order for the change to take place that you need. But you're starting, I mean, there's a warmth in you too from me just standing with you over here. There's a cliffside, and we're in the desolate land, and we're sort of looking over human ladder, giant, infinite whole space. You still feel, you tell me you feel more pleasant here at least. I mean, I feel warmth growing in your heart again, and it's actually like it's inspiring the growth of a rainforest or something on this desolate land. I mean, there's something here about this. When your heart gets warmer and starts to glow, it actually inspires growth to take place around you. How do you manifest a rainforest? My heart just glows and then it just appears magically. That's kind of what it's like. It's like you manifest a rainforest or thriving plant life and flowers and animals and nature and balance. When your heart glows and feels warmth and love, like you just manifest this just like that, that's amazing. But yes, that is the truth. more love that you feel in your heart, and the more love that love creates, right? And so how does it just do it? How does it just magically create things? It just does. Love wants to create things. You just have to trust in it and believe in it. But it just seems to come natural for you. The reality is there. So we take these steps, right? These baby steps, and, we're making progress, but it feels really slow, right? There's something underneath the skin of all this, something else that prevents the call of the wilds from coming out of you. I mean, it's like the call of the wilds is you're maintained, you're contained, you're clean, you're snippy snappy. But I mean, it's like, here's the facades of perfection, right? But it's like the call, but your call of the wild is you, and it's not, I'm here, it's just like, I'm clean, I'm tidy, I'm as I should be, I'm appropriate, but there's something else. There's something under the skin of all this. So I'm trying to figure out what it is. I'm examining the way the energy feels. Again, they're emphasizing we got to break apart a structure. We have to break apart a facade, or the safety blanket, the way things have always been. Something's got to give. And you're really vulnerable. You seem to know this inside, but you don't want to change anything, because maybe it's like, well, how am I just going to do that? A lot of us is like, how am I just going to leave my job and do that? I mean, it's something of the kind where you just have to, you need to make a change and let it all crumble and rebuild a whole new experience. I'm just gonna be quiet. I want to close my eyes and continue to do energy work here. I see you. So when we were examining this, and I told you that, again, my spirit guides tell you something's got to break, instantly the sort of ground caved out, and now you're dangling with your hands against this sort of cliffside, and then there's the super abyss, and you're really trying to pull yourself up. Your heart glows and you have dreams, but they just don't seem to manifest. Something's got to give or break in order to get to the next thing. But I'm standing here, it's like, should I help you? But I'm telling you that let go. Just, you need to actually let go. This isn't going to hurt you. This isn't going to rip you to shreds. It's not going to destroy you. It's not a moment of terror. I get it that it feels vulnerable, and the scene looks insane, right? I mean, if this was in the real physical world, you would not survive the fall. But it's in the spiritual world, so it's teaching me about how your feelings are and how you feel about change and what feels stagnant in your life. And I'm telling you that it's safe to let go. It is extremely safe. And I could feel your heart beating and saying, but I can't let go. I just cannot let go. Heart beat, 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 beat. I just can't let go. I'm focusing on filling you with energy that helps you to feel that is safe. I just let go and see what happens. You can let go. You let go and you're screaming and kicking all the way down. You're saying you did the right thing. It always happens when we let go. we always freak out a little bit. And then once you let go and you're sort of falling and it's like, ah! Oh, I'm actually just standing on the ground right now. It was an illusion that things were going to be way worse than they really were. And once you come to realize that it's totally safe to let go, to alter the pattern, you'll discover that you were standing on flat ground to begin with, that this abyss, this bottomless abyss, you actually can manifest your own ground and landing, and it's totally a safe experience. And once you do that, there's a moment of like like heroism, or I'm a courageous, you feel courageous, you feel really strong, and it's really makes you come alive. I mean, that was a huge risk that you just took. And when you took the risk, I mean, it was scary, and it just felt like this was not going to turn out good for you, right? But it ended up being so good once you discovered that it gave you a sense of inner power and strength, and you felt like you're a courageous person for making that choice of doing the unthinkable, the impossible for you. And once you do that, I mean, I'm telling you, this sleepy feeling just instantly goes away. The whole structure of everything you're experiencing right now, now you're in control of it. It's not in control of you, because you are taking control of it. You're choosing that for yourself. It's positive. I'm just going to stay with it here for a little bit. I just want to see what happens next. I'm to acknowledge that you are standing on flat ground. After having chosen to let go, you had the fall moment, but then once you collect yourself, you discover that you're more powerful now than you were before. That only when you chose to let go and feel the fall and the fear, and then collect yourself from it, do you feel the super awesome for having made those choices. You feel like you've grown, and you feel a lot bigger now. And I'm down here, and I'm asking you, what do you choose next? It's interesting because what you look like, it's sort of, you look human, right? But there's a kind of a cartoon flair that's still trying to, it's a black and white girl, and she's got it might be dark brown hair, but because it's in black and white and gray, it looks black. And her cheeks are, you can tell she's got freckles. She's got kind of a face like kind of a tough girl kind of face to her, even though she looks so young and innocent, right? She's wearing a little schoolgirl's outfit. She looks like she's maybe 13 or something, and she looks kind of like a brawler, although she's a young girl. And I mean, there's something cutesy about her too. So I mean, she's rolled up her sleeves as well. I mean, that's what you look like. And it's still sort of a dark scene. That's why I'm staying with it, because I want to see the light now. I want to see the next thing. What is it about the star? What else can we gather really quick for you? The star is a representation of dreams, higher dreams and hopes. It's hard to reach the stars when you're feeling contained in a cylinder. It's hard to reach for the stars when your hands are sucked into your body like this. It's hard to reach for the stars. You have to break the structure in order to move your body, in order to reach for the stars. And there's going to be a lot of hesitation in it. There's going to be a lot of, I don't think so. I feel better to have, I know what to expect. At least I know what to expect right now in my life. If I change things, the financial flow may not be the same. The way everything may change in a way that could be worse than what I have now. They're wanting you to contemplate this big time. And when you start contemplating this, you will start to discover that there may be a way to alter the flow and the way it shifts the energy pattern. And it's actually going to be far easier than your brain is going to make it out to be. And you're really going to cling on to the safety blanket mechanisms and the super glue. But as you continue to talk yourself through this, you're going to start feeling like, maybe there is a possibility here. Now you're standing on a flat ground, even if it's a desolate place, you're starting to find your inner power. And then you got to take the plunge eventually. And when you do, it may be a little scary, but it's going to prove to be the best thing you ever chose to do for yourself. So that's all they're going to share. That's all they're going to share. All right, Belinda. Well, thank you very much for this. That was really a neat experience, and I think this is be a useful video for a lot of people. I think a lot of us need to hear words like this, and to know that it's okay to shift or change the way that life is. And that's really what Spirit wants you to think about doing for yourself. And you can do it. You can do it. All right. Well, that's all I have to share. For those of you watching, if you're interested in psychic wisdom or spiritual healing with me, please visit my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching.